and welcome to Intro to Response to Intervention, or RTI. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through our course, which has been built in Google Classroom. Our first module, which is our introduction module, this is where you will start. The first thing posted in this module is just a little bit of information about me, your instructor. There's also your first discussion post where you'll have the chance to introduce yourself to the other members of your cohort. The main thing in this module is our course syllabus and outline. So we'll start with our description. This course is designed to help equip educators with the knowledge and skills needed to implement a response to intervention framework in educational settings. So the course is meant to take place over a 9-week period, with one 45-minute session taking place every other week. We will meet in weeks 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and our meetings will model the talk, read, talk, write teaching method discovered by Nancy Motley. There's more information about this teaching method posted to this introduction module in our course. This is one of the strategies that I used in the classroom, and it was very effective in getting students to collaborate, engage with each other, engage better with the material, and it gave them the practice of responding in different ways. So I would like us to practice the same strategy when we meet in our weekly meetings. Some of the other objectives that we will complete over the 9 weeks, other than just understanding the RTI framework, is implementing effective data collection and analysis, learning to differentiate instruction through tiered interventions, promote collaborative practices, apply RTI strategies in real-world scenarios, evaluate and modify RTI plans, and utilize technology for RTI implementation. There is a required text for this course. It's the Response to Intervention Handbook by Andrea Ogonowski. We'll be referring to information from this book throughout the course, so please make sure you have it on hand. Our entire course is divvied into 4 categories. There are several discussions that you'll engage in within each module, and all of those discussions add up to a value of 150 points out of 500 total. There are 2 major assignments that you'll complete. You'll have the first 4 weeks to do this first one, the SWOT analysis, and you'll have the second half of the course to complete your final project, which is you getting the opportunity to create an RTI plan. The last activity in the course will be a self-assessment survey and reflection opportunity so that you can gauge whether you have accomplished these learning objectives that have been outlined. The syllabus is posted in the introduction module. It's there for reference whenever needed. So I'd like to move into the rest of the modules of the course. The first 2 weeks will be analyzing RTI frameworks. Almost every module is set up in a way that it outlines what tasks need to be completed before the meeting, if a meeting is taking place that week, the talk, read, talk, write components, which will take place during the meeting, and any post-meeting or post-session tasks that'll take place outside of our 45-minute meetings. As you can see, weeks 3 and 4 mirror that same structure, as does week 5. We're continuing to delve into the RTI framework. We're talking about effective Tier 1 strategies. You're getting the chance to respond to what you already know and practice, and then also you're getting a chance to respond to what you're learning through the content of this course. This course is meant to be learner-centered, and I aimed to create a significant learning environment by incorporating choice in not only within the assignments, but also within the modules. Hopefully you'll agree that you have voice throughout, because you'll be asked to share your perspective and understanding as we go through different material each week. And the two major assignments that I briefly discussed are your authentic learning opportunities to show that you not only understand an RTI framework, but can then apply it to your real life experience in your educational setting. There's a lot of intricacies to RTI, so there are different resources that are posted within each module, and then also in the resources tab at the bottom that will help you to get familiar with all of the terminology. As we move towards the end of the course, we're focusing on revising and creating an RTI plan that is relevant to your needs and your students' needs. And we're making sure that we incorporate the perspectives of all stakeholders, including parents and guardians. Week 9, with that being our last week of this course, there are no discussions, but there is the self-assessment survey and reflection assignment, which has 2 parts. The first part that includes a short Google form, and it allows you to reflect and share on what you've learned throughout the course and your confidence level in applying that going forward. And then the second part of the assignment, you have the choice again to share your responses to any 3 to 5 of these posted questions. There is a template that is shared for the final project, and you're welcome to use this template when creating your project. You're also welcome to create your own. There is also a template for the SWOT analysis assignment. There's also a resource shared if this is your first time using Google Classroom. If there are any slides that I share in our virtual sessions, those will be posted to the resources section. And lastly, there is some professional learning that I have greatly benefited from that I wanted to make sure I shared, and it impacts the way that I have understood and implemented RTI. I just wanted to make that available to all of you so that it's in the back of your mind as you go through the content of this course. This is a fully online course. And the last thing that I want to point out that I didn't point out from our introduction module were these weekly checklists. So this is just a tool that's created to help you keep track of what you need to be completing in each section, not necessarily every week, but in every section. And there are certain links that are posted to these slides, but you can always find everything within the section of the course. My office hours and my email address are shared in the syllabus. And if at all, whenever you have questions, please send me an email and I'll be happy to respond and support you in whatever way that I can. I'm excited for us to discover the RTI framework and for us to plan how it can be beneficial for you and your students together. I hope you are as well, and I'll see you in our first meeting.